I'm jumping in to say a quick hey because I'm stealing time again. What are you listening to, bro? What are you listening to?
I don't know, man. It's Friday. It's Friday Music Day. We usually have music days and shit.
Woo! I love Friday Music Day. That sounds awesome.
It is.
So, hey.
What's up?
So as people will come in, because I know I have 2 minutes before anything starts. Do what you gotta do. Ooh, got what I need. Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, Josh.
No, you're good, man. I was just giving you a quick heads up because I posted on the group real quick, and I'm doing my first opt-in page, so that's really cool. But I'm like still getting troublesome because I know I'm still on day 3 of the challenge. To give you a heads up, and because I wanted to stay consistent.
Hey, well, just so you know, guess what today's challenge is? It's just catch up. Today's challenge.
Hey, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to see that, John. That's awesome because I was like, all right, so here's the opt-in page, and I was on the other thing. I'm like, all right, so I got to do all this and get all that. Sweet. And hey, good. I have a long weekend ahead. Are you doing anything community day for tomorrow? Are you still open to that? Because I know
I just replied to your post. Probably not tomorrow. I'll try to tune in from my mobile. Probably not tomorrow.
Okay.
We're
no, you good.
With like 10 of the tier 5 employees. We're taking a little trip.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, hey, I wanted to quickly step in, say hi. I'm just at UPS right now. My buddy old pal dropping off some packages and just trying to maintain. That's it. That's all you can do day by day, guys.
So you good?
But, yeah, I'm good. I'm just getting overwhelmed with everything we're doing because it's a lot. But I believe in it, and I know that we will be successful. And that's it. We all got it. Just got to stay consistent with it and not give up hope.
Yeah, we got to get sales for real, Josh. You've been at this for a minute, and you still don't got anybody that you're making money from. So we really need to fix that.
Yep. No, I agree. I agree as well. So, we'll get it together. I was too focused on different things. I wasn't focused on this alone. That was my problem. So I kind of buckled down and focused on this alone, and it's kind of helped me out. So
cool. Next Saturday, we'll have another community day next Saturday, and you can just show up if you're having any issues with your funnels and stuff. We'll go over those and fix those there.
All right, awesome. Yeah, because that's kind of my thing right now is getting the actual funnels corrected and getting them right. So sweet deal. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna get back into thing. Have a good weekend,
bro. You got to do that real work.
Yeah. I know. Later.
Yeah. What's up with Philly?
Hey, John. Going well, man. You?
Busy.
Yeah. 1 week hustling, after the holiday. So, yeah, I love it.
How's it going? How's everything going for you?
Yeah, going very well.
Hey, just want to let you know on those links, Wizard, on your landing page for the office, you need to go in and update your integration. You need to go in and update the just for link wizard. You need to update however you're adding the user in, and you need to right now your API call just says use link wizard, right? You need to add an app dot in front of that.
Okay, can you send me that through Messenger so I can change that?
Yeah, you just need to add an app dot.
All right.
I'll send it to you.
Awesome. We had a meeting on Tuesday with the e-commerce, with a high-ticket client. So I pitched also the chatbots. So next week I have a follow-up meeting, and who knows? They were very interested in the chatbot thing. They want to set up a membership website, an online training website for.
When I go to lunch, should I put lunch or break?
I think someone is not muted.
Someone, I'm not sure who it is. They're not talking, we'll just mute them. How about that? I think it was John.
Yeah. But they were interested in the chatbot thing. And next week we have a follow-up meeting, Wednesday. So, let's see.
So everything else going good?
Yep. No problemo, man. Running well. So yeah, grow my group and getting leads in and grow my list with the lead magnets you gave me. And
You update. I sent you a message. Just sure you update that link wizard one, and you can still give them away for free. All I'm doing now is going in and actually building front end funnels, a much better front end funnel, so that you guys on your funnel base, you can reference the actual software, and they can go to that landing page and they can see that, oh, hey, there's no way to get a free account here. I got to pay for this, and now it will actually make them value so much more what you're giving them, because they can go, like right now, if they go to Link Wizard, there's not even a sign up or anything. Well, I mean, there is now because I just rebuilt it. So I'm just trying to make it so whatever funnel bait you guys are using, like those sticky reviews, you guys have those sticky reviews for your funnel bait. Well, I'm actually selling those now. Then I've got like 15 orders in them for anywhere from $15 to $47 a month. So now you can link to that actual web page from your landing page and show people, hey, go check out the software here. It normally costs this, this, and this. And then they can see, hey, I've got to buy this thing here. I can't get it for free, and they can come back to you and get it for free and understand that you're actually giving them a real value.
Yeah, great stuff.
So definitely give them for free.
You're right. You have to charge for them because it's a lot of value you gave away. So now it's time to make money, man.
Well, it's not so much about charging to make money. It's really now I have made sales. Like I said, I have made sales. From them, but the whole purpose isn't really to make sales. The whole purpose is to actually create a higher perceived value in what you guys are doing. Is the whole reason I'm doing it. So that now, like, if you can just come to me and get this free account, then it doesn't make it what you're doing that much valuable. So now if I say, hey, if you come to me, you have to pay me money, but Wasili can get it to you for free, then it creates a lot more value in what you're doing. So, and that's the main reason that I went in and put the price tags on stuff. Everything has one now and set for Magic Zap and Invoicing You, but I'm going to be redoing those next week. They're on my task list to do next week, so they'll be taken care of.
Yeah. So I love the design, John. I love the design from Linkwiz. It's very good, very good. So
I'm getting better at my funnel builder, man. From building so many funnels, I'm starting to get better at it.
Yeah, man. So I think sometimes, so still you will be recruited through ClickFunnels. They ask you to build funnels and kind of stuff. To join ClickFunnels. We've
got some new cool features coming in Link Wizard. We're going to give you guys an IP block where you can completely just block IPs. You can blacklist IPs. We're going to give you guys suggestions on, like, we're going to show you suggested bots, so that if you're getting a bunch of traffic, you can look at your traffic history, and we'll tell you based on all the aggregated data that's coming into our platform, if we think that IP is coming from a particular bot, if that's bot traffic, and if it is, you can just block that if you want. We're adding in conversion tracking, because like right now what I'm doing is I'm buying solo ads from like 3 different providers, right? So I've got like 3 different providers providing solo ads that are all driving to the same, they all have different short links, but they're all driving to the same destination. And obviously I have no clue. Like, the only way I can track which one of the solo providers is providing traffic that's actually converting is by going in and look at my purchasing, grabbing the IP address for my purchasing, and then going back to Link Wizard and looking on my short links to see if I can find that IP and match it up to the solo provider. It's just so much work. So now what we're doing is we're adding in conversion tracking, so that you'll essentially just be able to grab a script and put that script out. I mean, you obviously have to own the website that you're sending the traffic to, but you'll be able to place that script there, and now you'll be able to look at those short links, conversions that are coming in from that particular short link. So I'll be able to give a different short link to 3 different dudes, put my script on the website, and then I'll be able to look at those 3 links and see which one of those are creating conversions, like lead connections. And then I'll be able to easily gauge which one of my solo providers is providing me the best traffic, because I'll be able to actually attribute the conversions coming from that solo provider and see, who's giving me real traffic that is buying my shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. I love it. So yeah, so I think your lead magnets are working very well for me, and working a lot with it, and try to convert those people into affiliates. I just started a week after the holidays, so now I'm working hard to close the deals with some people, and I'm very optimistic for that. So I'm on track. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, Bella. What's up, James? Anybody else wanna talk or say anything while we're here? Because I usually don't have agendas for these meetings. I just show up in case you guys need any support for me. You guys seen the updated revenue share docs that I
Yeah.
You guys have any?
Yeah, it's all clear.
Yeah,
It's all clear. Yeah, it's all clear for me because you already explained it a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I will sign up for this.
I modified it a little bit. I did what I ended up doing is I ended up issuing some more shares, like an additional 2,500 shares to create like a salary pool for, like, let's say you, Wasili, if I decided that, hey, you know what, Wasili, I want to put you on salary to be my affiliate manager. Where am I going to get the money from that from? Well, I'm going to generate it. Like Eric, all right? Eric Axelrod, he's taken over the product owner position for RoboContact, and he's out there finding other softwares that do similar stuff, scouring for features, and then working with the developers over here to add in those new features to make that software better. Well, what's his incentive for that? Well, obviously he wants something. Like right now, what's he get? He gets a better software to use for himself. But if I really want to expect him to do a good job, I have to be able to financially incentivize him. Where do I get that money from? So what I've done is I've just said, hey, we went with the 10,000 revenue share models, where now what we're doing is we're issuing 10 shares per community membership. That way the community member can get some, the affiliate can get one, and then the top tier affiliate can get some as well. And then there's an additional pool of like 2,500 revenue shares that we're going to use to pay people. Like if we wanted to put you on salary to be the manager, or if we want to pay Alex money to actually be that product owner, we have dedicated revenue shares that can generate a stream of revenue that we can use for salary.
Yeah,
community
yeah, looks great.
Tier 5 employee salaries, it would be community member salaries.
Yeah, yeah. So you still have to send me the link, John, so I also can change my my credit card details for that. Okay.
Yep. I will send you that, and just let me know which plan that you want to be on. I did obviously make a financial incentive for those who upgrade to a higher plan. So if you want to get the T2 revenue shares, then you got to get on the higher plan. But essentially what that does is the more people that get on those higher plans, it makes our community funded so much faster, so that the actual revenue shares get a positive value before they're all issued. More people sign up to the higher plan, then what happens is before we actually issue all the revenue shares, they actually have a positive value versus having to issue all 750 community member revenue shares, and they're at a zero value at that point, and they don't turn a positive value until 751.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. It gives you guys more money in the long run as we produce stuff that allows us to become funded faster, so that we can stop building shit for everybody else that's making them millions of dollars, and we can just build that for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, great stuff. John, your website is almost ready for Tier 5. So, you have more information about the company, about Tier 5, what you're offering, opportunities, that kind of stuff?
Like the actual Tier 5 website? No, I would
Tier 5, yeah.
I would refer people to that community website is what I would refer.
Yeah, okay. But that's, I mean, about the community website, about the Tier 5 opportunity, the kind of stuff. So not Tier 5 company website, but the Tier 5 community website.
Right. Now on that Tier 5 community website, they can actually make a purchase. All right. They can actually make a purchase from there. All right. And it does not accept your affiliate link. There is a spot. So what I've done actually, and I'll just show it to you, what I've done. All right. I tried to make it easy for you guys, but so what I've done is here's a page that you can actually send them to. You can send them to this community page here, and it kind of lists out all the benefits of the community, some information about Tier 5. But I put everything behind an application to make it seem like it's more exclusive. So in order for them to actually join the community, they actually have to fill out this application so that we can get a little bit more information on them. And plus that will actually allow me to gauge whether or not they'll mesh well in the community and be a sticky customer versus somebody that's just going to bounce really quick. Now there is a place for them to actually put in your name as an affiliate, that you are the one that actually referred them to Tier 5. All right. But this is what I would be promoting. My suggestion to you guys would be always, I can give a share funnel of this, or you can just completely copy. maybe you don't need to copy this page. You don't necessarily have to copy an application. I'm having the application because in the ads that I'm going to run, I'm going to brand this as an exclusive community for digital marketers and entrepreneurs. And because of that, there is an application process. I'm not going to guarantee that everybody's getting in, because from my opinion, in all these marketing videos that I'm watching, that is going to create a greater need of scarcity, right? Like instead of just saying, hey, this is limited to, 100 users or 300 users, putting an application there makes people think that, they may or may not get in. This is an exclusive thing, and they actually have to qualify. So they'll want to try to qualify themselves to see, hey, well, am I able to get in here? All right. So that's how I'm going to actually promote it. All right. Now, what I would suggest for you guys is essentially just create your own version of this page right here. Create your own version of this page, have a lead capture on it so that you can capture your lead, and after that lead capture, you can direct them into your affiliate link to pay for stuff.
All right, yeah, great. Did you also thought about, for example, for the other community members to create a webinar for evergreen webinar or for something like that?
Yeah, I've asked several.
Generate leads with leaders which already made money, for example, a few people. To tell how they do it and how they recruit members. And so I think the other people need help in that.
Jody, give me a smoke, buddy.
So I think everybody, which has zero, for example, zero leads at this moment, or even zero sales at this moment, need help in recruiting people.
I agree, and I've run into the community so many times, and I've offered to spend my entire Saturday or whatever time, if people want to do a webinar, if they want to do an interview, to create that content personally for them, because obviously it will create personalized content for them, which will resonate more with their audience, and it will also obviously allow me to perfect. Thank you. Could you ask something? It will allow me to actually be able to perfect the webinar myself and perfect the offer myself the more times that I repeat it, but only like one person's taking me up on it. I mean, well, so many people said, yeah, we want to do it, but then they're just lazy fuckers, and they don't either they're lazy or they're so busy. But I just have a hard time believing people are so busy, because I fucking run a company, I run a community, I run this other Facebook, I run this other affiliate challenge, I'm doing affiliate promotion myself, I'm creating funnels myself, but I just find it hard to believe that people could be that busy. But maybe they are, it's no big deal, it's just nobody's taken me up on it yet, so I'm just waiting for whoever wants those types of materials to be like, hey, yeah, John, I'm ready, let's go on my page and let's do a live, and then we'll have those materials.
Yeah, maybe it's idea to, once people can even come in, to set up a fast start bonus or something like that. That if they recruit 3 members within 14 days, they get an extra bonus for those people. Maybe for 1 year extra amount of commission or whatever. So they get really motivated to work right away instead of waiting first. And
Yeah, I like that idea. I definitely like that idea. Do something like a fast start bonus, like anything that you sell in the first month, you get 100% commission on for the first month. That way we don't limit it to 3. We just let you go balls to the wall, get as many as you want, get that 100% commission. That way you're more motivated to sell. And then during that month, you can get your 100% commission and everything. And then after that, it's all gravy from there, because you actually already know how to sell everything. You already know your pitch. You know exactly what to do. So it just becomes, easier for you. Yeah. So I'm totally cool with doing that.
Yeah, I think it will motivate people once they're in to get started right away. Otherwise, people are just waiting till the perfect moment comes. So there's never a perfect moment. So you have to start right away, take action. Yeah,
I agree.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah.
How you doing, John? Glad to meet you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. This is Ron Edwards from Florida.
Yeah. So I'm from Florida, but welcome to the community. Glad you can show up to the meeting. These are actually the JV team meetings, so these are for kind of like an escalated membership. But a lot of times what I do is I just let other community members come and see them and see what it's about, so they get to experience. But anyways, welcome to the community, man. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks. I was just thinking I might, as far as these cloning these product pages, I don't have ClickFunnels, but I do have Convertri and I've got Kartra. I don't want to buy a whole nother platform, but I can have my developer like clone these into Convertri, for instance, and then I know they have a share code. So if others in the community have Convertri, you can just share the codes and they can, have some free help. I just have to change out their affiliate links in it. I don't know about Kartra, if they have share codes or not. I got to find out.
You know what affiliate you use, Parker, right?
What's that?
Yes.
No, don't use Cartron. No. I use Builderall and I use
Kartra is the most advanced.
Yeah.
Is the most advanced platform there is out there. Period.
Okay.
But
Hi, Ron. This is Bella. I just wanted to tell you I'm almost done building my funnel on Convertri. So if you want, I'll give you the share code.
Oh, no doubt. Do you have for every product, for all 6 products, or?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I would love that.
Bella.
Okay. Yay.
See why her name's beautiful? That's why
She beat me to it. I'm gonna have to write your name down.
Hey Bella, this is Dennis. I'm using I'm using all 3 platforms, but with Convertri, which I also am using,
Okay.
what do you have as your autoresponder piece?
For my autoresponder, I started using MailerLite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
understand we
interesting.
can
All right.
also use an autoresponder in the tier 5 products. We have an autoresponder.
Yes, but that autoresponder is built inside text in bulk, and because it's built inside text in bulk, you cannot have contacts that are email only. Text in bulk will not accept a contact that does not have a phone number attached to it, because the whole premise of that platform is doing calls and texting. So if you have opt-in pages and all you're doing is collecting emails, you could do that and put them into the text in bulk autoresponder. But what you would have to do is actually attach a fake phone number with that contact, but at the same time, that phone number is going to have to be unique, which you could do, and I could show you how to do it if you use Zapier. You could just use Zapier local storage, and you can have a little fake number stored somewhere, and then whenever you need to add a new lead, you need to first go grab that number, and you need to increase it, and then restore it, and then use that new number to import your lead.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a hassle, right? And also, Bill, if I'm not mistaken, Convertri is not yet Zap ready. Is that correct? It doesn't work with Zapier just yet.
I haven't looked into that yet. I haven't needed to.
Yeah, I checked it out the other day. I contacted support. They don't have it ready yet. They do offer webhooks, but only for shopping cart activity, not for forums.
Correct, yeah.
Just in case, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Dennis.
So yeah, you've got your Convertri. It seems like solved, Ron. And the whole reason I want you guys creating funnels is because I'm not a marketer. That's not what I do. I don't create content. I really actually suck at it, and I'm just doing it because it needs to be done. So I know as a community, if everybody's making their own version, at some point we will have a piece of content that we can make a master content that will help everybody else. And so that's one reason. And also, I obviously want you guys to be able to capture your own leads first, and always be able to have your own leads, so that regardless of whether you're selling tier 5 products or not, and those people are buying tier 5 products or not, you can get them on your list and you can remarket to them for whatever offer that you have. And Greg, if you check out that you asked Greg about, you said you're new, so welcome. You ask about the T1 and T2. All right, so the T1 and T2 commissions you don't have to upgrade for that. I mean, you just get commissions. It's 41% on your direct sales and 17% on your second tier sales. but we have actually issued, we've actually done a concept called revenue shares, where if you just look at that document that I sent you, if you just look at that link, it's a file link, and whenever you click it, it's really cool. What will happen whenever you click it, it's going to add you to my Facebook pixel, and it's going to fire a custom conversion that you have actually downloaded that revenue share document, so that I can retarget you later just because you actually downloaded my file. But then after you click it and it does all that tricky stuff, then it's just going to trigger a download, and you can just read that document and it will outline what revenue shares are. I'm literally about to talk to 2 lawyers. I've got one that's told me it's going to cost $1,800 to set this up. And then the other one's a client of mine, and I'm hoping that he'll just do it for free because I've built him a badass website. But essentially what revenue shares are is they're kind of like pseudo stock shares. So they're going to be, what I'm talking with one lawyer about how it's actually going to be structured is we're going to go in and actually, I'm going to switch my company from an LLC to a limited partnership. And then in the terms of the limited partnership are going to be what the content in that document, where all the first 750 community members of tier 5 are going to actually get revenue shares of our company. So once we become a multi-million-dollar company, you guys are going to be getting most of that money. All right. It's going to be distributed. It's distributed basically like 60% of all the revenue is going back to you guys as community members. But anyways, to get those additional, you get revenue shares with your membership, with your community membership when you sign up. If you want to get additional shares, you can get 3 additional shares for every person you sign up. You can get 2 additional shares for every one of your T2 affiliates. But to get those additional shares of revenue, not commission, to get those basically stock, to get those additional shares, you need to be on a higher membership. You have to be on right now the cost for those memberships are $197 for T1 revenue shares, $297 for T2 revenue shares, and those prices are gonna increase proportionally as the community grows. You know, we put another 100 members in the community. Well, guess what? If you want T1 revenue shares and you haven't signed up already, that price is going to go up. If you want T2 shares and you haven't signed up already, that price is going to go up. Once you sign up for a higher price plan to get revenue shares, you're going to be locked in there forever. So it's very possible that you can sign up for $297 today to get your T2 revenue shares, and then you're going to have somebody later on down the road that's paying $597 for the exact same thing because they waited a long time to upgrade because they didn't see the value in it initially. But if you read that document, if you just click that link and download that file and read that Word doc, it should outline everything for you where it makes sense. That's what I said already. It makes sense.
Hey, John, when do the revenue shares start paying out? Once we reach our 750 goal, or?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. So it's there's a nice little. Actually, let me check and see if I can. Just. Let me see if I can just find it for you real quick. I've got a nice little calculator that shows it. But yes, essentially, revenue shares start to pay out money whenever there's a profit coming from the community. So basically, after our inflated operating cost becomes achieved, that's when revenue shares actually start to have a value. Let me just see if I can find this real quick. Oh, the shawl. Let's see if we got this done or not. I'm not actually certain that this is. I'm not certain that this is actually working or not. So we'll check and see if it's actually working. I'm not sure if it's working. This is 41%. 17%. Let's see if this actually works. Yep. I'm not sure if he's got my function correct here for this calculator. That link gives an error. That link gives me, that link works just fine for me. I just clicked it, see? That link right there. For me, it works just fine. I just click it and it downloads this file right here. So it works for me. I'll have to check it. But here's a like a real dummy version of that calculator. All right, just built on Excel. So this calculator here, all you want to pay attention to is essentially here is our goal of the community. The goal of our community is to generate this OCI, which will essentially fund us with 40 software engineers so that we can make software strictly for you guys as a community, so that you guys can go out and sell and have additional streams of revenue. All right, so that's our inflated operating costs that we need in order to maintain our company and have 40 engineers on staff. All right, so this just represents the initial 750 community members that we need to pay a $97 price according to these different affiliate commissions that we pay out to people in order for us to actually achieve this guy right here. So if you see, we want this, we want our inflated operating costs right here. We pay a T1 commission of actually 41.23%. We pay a T2 commission of 17.52%. All right. So what that means is you guys, all right, not me, you guys, affiliates, you guys need to sell a total of 750 community members at $97 a month in order to generate this much revenue. Because out of this much revenue, I'm going to be paying, we're going to generate $72,000 a month. I'm going to pay out $42,000 a month back out to you guys as affiliates. I need some tea. And then what's going to be left over for tier 5 is $30,000, which is our inflated operating cost, which is our goal. So you can see at this point in time, whenever we have 750 users just here at this point in time, you can see if I issue 10,000 shares of revenue, that those shares of revenue don't have any value at all. But if we were to go in and say, okay, now what I like to do is model ClickFunnels because they're a very similar company to ours and a very similar model, and that's essentially who we're modeling on our affiliate platform. All right. So if we were to model those guys who have 70,000, they've got 70,000 users in their platform paying at least $97 a month. Well, at that point, if we achieve that, which they did that in 12 months, they've done that in about they've done that. I guess it's taken them. I guess it's taken them maybe 3 years now to achieve this level where they're making $6 million a month. All right. But at this point, if we were to do one software just like ClickFunnels, you can see that now a revenue share has a value of $280. All right. So now what we're doing is we're issuing revenue shares according to this structure for the first 750 members that sign up to our community. All right. So the first 750 members that sign up to our community, the community member himself is going to get 2 shares of revenue. The T1 affiliate is going to get 3 shares of revenue. The T2 affiliate is going to get 2 tiers of revenue. This JV guy, which is me, he likes money, so he's going to get 1 shares of revenue. And tier 5 actually wants to be able to expand its company outside just our inflated operating costs. That only allows us to maintain our current growth rate. We obviously want to grow and expand as a company as well. So tier 5 gets 2 shares of revenue. All right. So this distributes all those revenue shares for each additional member. So what it looks like to you is, let's say, all right, so this is kind of what it looks like to you. All right. Let's say that you're a decent affiliate, all right, and you recruit 10 people, all right. You recruit 10 direct sales, and let's say out of those 10 direct sales, those people get 10 more sales, so you got 10 tier 2 sales. Does that seem achievable to everybody? Does everybody think that that's something that they could achieve? All right. So given that model, commission only, you're going to be getting paid $570 worth of commission. All right. So that gives you a total profit of $373. If you're on gives you a little bit more. It gives you $473 if you're on a $97 a month membership. All right. Now, if I go turn on revenue shares and I say, okay, I'm also going to give you guys revenue shares, and those revenue shares are calculated based on the theoretical fact that we're going to reach this as a user base and we're going to reach this in income. So if I turn on revenue shares, that means that you went from making $400 a month to making $1,000 a month, because you're getting $570 in affiliate commissions. You're getting $560 from your revenue shares. All right. Now, if you upgrade to the 197 membership so that you can get 3 revenue shares for each of these 10 guys right here, which means you're going to get an additional 30 revenue shares for being on that 197 membership, it's going to take you from being at $1,000 a month to, from $1,000 a month to being at now $10,000 a month, because you have those revenue shares issued. So that extra $100, what did you just get for that? You just got an extra $9,000 for your $100. It's a pretty damn good investment if you ask me. All right. Now, if you go ahead and pay an extra $100, all right, you pay that extra $100 to turn on these T2 revenue shares. What that means is you're going to be, instead of 197, you're going to be on a 297 plan, but you're also going to get revenue shares for this. So instead of making $10,000 a month, you're now going to get your revenue shares applied to this guy. You're now going to be making $14,000 a month. So that extra $100 bought you an extra. That extra $100 bought you an extra $5,000. And you can understand now that if we go in and we're like, okay, I mean, this is no shit, guys. We get funded as a community, and you guys just give me some time and let me sit and do what I love to do, which is build software with a team of 40 engineers. I will build you something that blows ClickFunnels out of the water. I will build you something that blows Kartra out of the water. I will build you whatever software that you want that will blow any other software out of the water. So you can see, you know, after another 12 months, we build all these softwares and we add another one of these dudes up right here. All right. You're just going to keep getting richer and richer as we add more softwares. Now, if you're somebody like Hector, all right, now Hector's got 84 of these dudes in here already. Hector, I'm going to be paying him, if we reach this level of profitability, this dude's going to be making $80,000 a month for helping me get the first 750 people in my community once we become super profitable like ClickFunnels. So now it is obviously contingent on us being profitable. But trust me when I tell you that I don't sit here all day long and have 35 engineers that I pay every month because we're not a profitable company. I mean, I don't fucking do that. I don't have this entire company with all these engineers because we don't make a profit. We don't make a profit from our softwares. We make a profit from our software engineering services, and we build softwares just like ClickFunnels for companies like ClickFunnels so that they can make money like ClickFunnels makes money. All right, we're just trying to switch from that model, and instead of building software products for ClickFunnels, we're trying to build those for ourselves so that we can actually make all that revenue. And that's going to be very, very achievable because you see the products that we've made. We've made these 6 products with a team of 5 engineers over the last 2.5 years. Now, yes, I've had 35 engineers, but those dudes, they work for other people. Other people pay us to do their work. So slack time, I call it slack time. We've built all these softwares with like a team of 5 engineers. So now once our community funded, I'm about to go from 5 engineers working on our software products to 40 engineers working on our software products. And over the next 12 months, I'll give you so much software, you won't know what to do with it. I mean, I'm going to tell you what to do with it. Go sell it and make some money.
John, just for clarification purposes. Yeah, John, for clarification purposes, the only signups that really count are the ones that end up paying for the software. In other words, people who just sign up for a free trial, but the free trial doesn't turn into a paid membership, that doesn't count towards revenue shares, correct?
That's correct. And your revenue shares will also disappear if your paid user disappears. So if you guys get users and they disappear, you don't get to keep those revenue shares of that.
Good. But I just want to make sure everyone was clear about that.
I think that's fair because that actually ensures that the people that you guys are recruiting, and I've said this several times, I don't really want people getting recruited that are software users, although there's a huge benefit in being a software user. My first initial group of people is I want people who believe in the ideal of the community and what we can actually accomplish together, because those people will be very, very sticky people. Those are my ideal people, and those are the people that I'm trying to target.
So John, all your software, is there any it's one-off? Is it all recurring, or are there any softwares that are going to be a one-off purchase?
Right now they're all recurring. But I'm pretty open-minded and I'm pretty transparent. And once we have our community funded, I work for you guys is how I look at it. Once the community's funded, you guys are my employer, and we're going to actually work together. If you guys, now I'm not a marketer, man, and I'm not the sales dude. I don't want to do it. So if I've got a community of people that are coming and saying, hey, John, we need this software and we want to sell it at a one-time fee, I'm going to listen to you guys because you guys are the sales and distribution channel. And I'm not going to fight you guys and be like, well, that's a stupid ideal because this is not my cup of tea. My cup of tea, outside of this cup of tea, my cup of tea is building software. And if you guys think that the best, like, I mean, you guys are the affiliates. You guys are the ones getting paid. And if you guys think that the best option is to have a software with a one-time payment, then I'm gonna assume that there's a reason for that, and we'll just go with that. So very possibly, yes.
A lot of software developers that I see out there, they offer initially a lifetime, and then I guess to raise the capital to build the software, and then after that period's over, they go on a monthly recurring.
Right. We won't have that issue. But what we could do is we won't have that issue because we'll be funded already. But what we could do is hey, could you ask the what we could do is we could offer those just as incentives for you guys and offer those one-time things just to build an initial audience out. But at the same time, we won't really need to do that, right? Like a lot of what happens is these one-time payments, the reason that these dudes offer that is because they don't have a user base. And trust me, I know, because I build software for a living. I just spent $30,000 with one of my clients for what? For beta testers, just for people to go in and beta test. So these dudes don't have money to even have somebody, like if you develop software, you got to understand that you can't just develop a software and think that it's going to work. You have to do a lot of testing. Like even our software, we've tested it so much, and as users go in and use it, you find things that you just didn't think of whenever you're engineering. So you got two options to find that stuff. You can either spend all your time and resources with your developers testing that, and that's not going to work because developers don't like to do that type of work. Or you can go fork out $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for beta testers to go in and beta test. Or what can you do? You can either get free users, or you can do a lifetime deal to acquire your beta testers, essentially. And that's what most companies do. They do the LTDs to just acquire their initial user pool so that they can actually have their beta testers validate their software. We won't have that issue because we'll have the community. And as we bring in the new software, guess what? Very first thing we're going to do is dump it off to the community. You guys are going to beta test it. You guys are going to be the first ones to use it. You guys are the ones modeling it and describing the software and actually dictating to us the software to build. So by the time we're ready to release it to the market, it's already been beta tested. It's already been market ready. So there won't essentially be a need for a one-time payment. And I don't like that model, obviously. Why would I want a one-time payment whenever I can get it every single month? But if that's what you guys want, I'm open to it.
John, let me ask you this. Considering we have the option of the funnel baits type software, which we can give away for free, couldn't someone who wants to do a lifetime or a one-time payment, couldn't they put a front-end shopping cart page to one of those, and instead of giving it away to their prospect, charge them whatever they want to charge them for that, and they would receive the payment directly?
For sure. If you guys wanted to, if you look here, I have been trying my hardest to make these nice looking little landing pages for you guys to copy. And I think, honestly, I'm getting a lot better at them, but I just redid this one for Link Wizard here. And you can see I put price tags on it, $7, $27, and $47. Same thing I did with these sticky reviews. I went in and put price tags, $15, $25, $47. I will show you if you want that this thing is, actually, I think I got to open over here. This thing is actually. But
John, those pricings you showed there, those are your own personal arbitrary pricing. But each person can decide for themselves on their own landing page to put whatever pricing they want.
That is correct.
They would connect it to their own Stripe account, and then on the back end, all that happens is that the activation link is triggered so that their account is set up, and the client wouldn't know that the account was in effect free, but they're being charged for it by the intermediary. Is that correct?
That is totally correct. You can see that just today I sold $115. Well, I guess that's not today. Today I sold $30. This week I've sold $115 worth of those sticky reviews that you guys are giving away for free. And that's all monthly recurring payments. If you guys want to create your own landing pages and put a price there and charge $10 a month or $20 or $1 million a month, if you guys don't want to give them away for free, if you want to sell them on a lifetime deal or sell them on a lower monthly subscription, you're more than welcome to do that. I got no issue with that. Please do it.
Right. Well, I'm bringing that up because if someone had, I was bringing that up, John, because if someone was just asking now about lifetime or one time, well, this takes care of it, right? They have complete autonomy as far as doing that because they've already been given the option of having free software that they can choose to either give away or price any way they like.
That's correct. And most likely what we'll do once the community's funded, okay, is I will take everybody that's at a higher membership level, at the highest membership level, and I will allow them to be the high-end decision makers. And as we roll out new software, that group of people will be able to decide if this goes to a funnel bait, where we allow the rest of the community members to be able to give it away for free and essentially, you know, put their own prices, or whether that's going to be not something that goes to a funnel bait, right? Because not every software do we actually have to pick out there as a funnel bait. But yes, right. You guys can totally, and if you guys want to do, that's a great way to get your ad spend. Instead of giving the stuff away for free, you can send somebody, like right now, look, you can send somebody right here, and you can have a landing page for this, and you can send them over to the site and say, hey, look, this is the price. It's $15, $25, or $47. I'm going to give you this plan right now for a one-time payment of $100. You just generated ad money. Or do you think that dude's going to come back over here and say, no, I'll rather go pay these dudes over here $47 a month? No, they're going to take you up on your $100 lifetime deal. So instead of giving it for free, then yes, you can sell it for that one-time fee, generate you some ad spend. Or you can sell it for a monthly fee. If you want to go in and make a page that looks just like this and make all this 50% off, and you guys sell them for 50% off instead of giving them for free, that's up to you. I don't care what you do. The reason I offered them to you for free is so that people can actually grow their list and get their opt-ins. If you already have a list and you already have opt-ins and you just want to straight monetize, you know, balls to the wall, do it.
Right. I'm hoping that answers the question the gentleman asked. I don't know who it was, but I'm hoping that addresses his question.
What was the question? Oh, Ron, where Ron asked if there's going to be anything that's on a lifetime deal, on a one-time payment.
Okay, good.
So what? Hey, Bobby. Yeah, Darla, Ankita says hi. She said she loves you.
Hey, Ankita, thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. I've been keeping them busy.
Ankita, I love you too. Thank you for your help.
She's so tired. We're about to go on a company picnic. We're taking like 10 of our guys to, I don't even know where we're going. We're going somewhere. Not sure where.
Hey, John, don't sell yourself short on your funnel building skills.
I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better at it. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll get it down sometime soon. As long as I have to keep building these funnels because nobody else is going to build them for me, then eventually I'll get it down.
Definitely. You're certainly on your way, man. No doubt about that.
Well, you know what I did for this? You know what I did for this and this? I did exactly what I was told to do in the training. I had already done it before because I had literally and this has now been my process, right? Like I had already got software hacking down. Like, you know where this came from? Like, you guys really want to know the truth where this came from? All right, there's a software. And even if you look, the first name of this software was called Even More Vago. That's why if you go to Even More Vago, it redirects to sticky reviews. Like if you go to Even More Vago, it just redirects to sticky reviews. Because there's a software that's like this called More Vago, and it's owned by a dude that was a guest speaker at my bot course named Matt Staten, who's an affiliate.
Yeah, Matt, right.
And then they had a software, him and his buddy, they have a software. They have this software right here, okay? It's called Use Link Hero. It's like a really stupid version of Link Wizard, all right? Now, I clearly built Link Wizard. It's like one of the very first softwares that we built in our spare time, in our Slack time. You know, ever since I opened this company, I've always had more development time than I've had development work to do. So I've always had developers building stuff for us, all right? So Link Wizard was one of the very first things that we actually built. So these guys came around. To make a long story short, these dudes, like, they both came and they spoke at my bot training, and then when they realized that, well, what happened is I had a bad relationship, is that they were promoting this software right here, and I realized, and I didn't know it was their software, and they owned it, and I was in their group, and I made several comments that their users could come use this other software, and it was free and it had more features, and they got real shitty about it because they were selling software and I didn't know it was their software. So they actually started going all over the internet and saying how, you know, I stole their ideals and, you know, I just ripped off their software and everybody better beware of me. So since they were already spreading those rumors about me, guess what I did? I seen that they just released this software. I fucking software hacked, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna rebuild that same software. Since you're gonna tell everybody I'm stealing your ideals and shit, fuck it, I'm just gonna rebuild your own software and make it at a lower price and give even more features than what you have. So anyways, how I got these is I just funnel hacked them. I just looked at, literally, I just looked at this guy right here, and I looked at this dude right here. I looked at these 2 competitors for sticky reviews. And I just funnel hacked those dudes. I looked at proof, and I looked at, you know, their content and how they had laid stuff out. And I looked at these dudes and looked at their content and how they had stuff laid out. And I just said, okay, there's my content and how I'm going to do stuff. And I did the same thing for Link Wizard. For Link Wizard, I looked at these guys, and I looked at these guys. So I just looked at Click Magic, and I looked at Bitly, and I just reproduced what they had, and I just funnel hacked them. So now I just need to.
Yeah, well, I mean, ideas for the most part are generic. It's really the tools you have in place, and you know how well you execute on them that really counts. Ideas are everywhere. Everyone has a great idea. If you execute, John, you actually execute.
Well, ideals are. Everybody has ideals, and generic concepts, like real generic concepts, are not. Like even this dude. Like this dude went in and said that I stole his software, and literally, you want to know where this software came from? He software hacked this guy. Like, now how can you do that? How can you software hack this guy and make this software and then tell me I'm a shady fucking dude for software hacking a software that you just software hacked? I don't understand how that works, but whatever.
Hey, John, quick question. In sticky reviews, how can we put the Tier 5 logo on there? Because that's all I want to promote is Tier 5.
I'm not sure why you would do that. Let me show you something really cool that actually, this is Angel, all right? So he's in our community, and this is what he does. He puts his on his clients' websites, and I'll show you what I do with mine. He puts his on his clients' websites, and he just redirects people to his own company. So he brands them to his own company and redirects people right back to his own company website, all right? What I do is like this. This is what I do. You see mine? I brand mine to ClickFunnels, and if anybody clicks it, it opens up my ClickFunnels affiliate link and cookies them to ClickFunnels, all right? But if you want to do Tier 5 and you want to brand Tier 5 or whatever brand you want to use, what you're going to
do. Yeah, because I want to bring an affiliate to Tier 5.
Well, you can totally do that.
You can put Tier 5 right in that logo. I mean, he made it variable. You can change whatever logo you like.
Yeah, you just come in here to this branding and you create a brand. So it's really, really easy. You just go in and create a brand and you give it your name, you know, brand name. And you just give the URL that you want to actually, you just give the URL that you want to redirect to. And then you just save that. All right, and you see he just saved right down there. And then you go to your campaign. Here's that campaign on, pretty sure this is that ClickFunnels campaign, yep. And you just come to this campaign right here and you edit it. And then you just pick that new brand and then just save it. And then you'll have your new brand name. So pretty easy. Try to make it really, really super simple. Just go in.
I mean, in concept, John, from the beginning, I think you've been thinking in terms of making Tier 5 less really the brand, so people can have their own and be able to market themselves. And this way, the marketing and the message and the content is not necessarily revolving around Tier 5, but rather the other person's identity. And you take it even as far, if somebody wants, they can white label the entire platform. Or at a minimum, they can do what you're doing with sticky reviews and just put their own logo as part of the messaging.
That's correct. I mean, my end goal is not necessarily to have Tier 5 be a household name. You want to know what my end goal is? To build badass software and not have to work with asshole clients. That is my end game. I want to be able to do what I love and what I'm passionate about, which is build badass software, but not have to work. Like right now, a lot of my clients, they're not assholes, but they're assholes whenever it comes. Like a lot of them are really nice, but this dude right here, all right? This dude's just dropped about $50,000 on this website. All right, this dude's a really cool dude. He's a fucking asshole. This dude has no patience, and he wants to do a month's worth of work in 7 days because it needs to be done. And then he wants to bitch that it's not done proper. And I'm telling him, like, look, this is a month's worth of work. There's no possible way that it can be done. And he's like, well, I need it done in 7 days. I'm going to go schedule all these marketing campaigns. And I'm like, well, it can't be done in 7 days properly because it's a month's worth of work. It just physically can't be done. And he just goes off anyways. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this anyways and not listen to you, the tech guy. That dude's an asshole. He doesn't actually want to take, most of my clients, they don't want to stop and plan a project first. They don't want to actually stop and create a complete project plan and all the necessary documentation so that the entire development process is effective and efficient, because they're fucking stupid and they don't understand that if they spend an extra $20,000 a month, it will save them $100,000 in the long run, because they just think about very short-term stuff. I don't want to work with those people because it makes it really stressful. It makes it really stressful for these dudes, and these dudes are actually less efficient whenever you put a deadline on them. You put a deadline on these dudes, they become much less efficient than if you just let them go do their thing and you don't pressurize them. So my end goal is just to be able to build badass software and not have to deal with dickhead clients. Be able to deal with the community that actually understands that software development is a process, and if you want a software that's not buggy, don't fucking rush it. You just wait, and whenever we tell you it's done and it's ready, that's when it's done and it's ready. Whenever you come to try to tell me when we're gonna have our job done, I'm gonna tell you go to college. You go to college, you learn how to be a computer engineer, you build the shit. You want me to do it? Then just wait until I tell you it's gonna be done, and then I can assure you that it's gonna work properly. So that's my end goal. So yeah, I don't care about a tier 5 brand necessarily. You guys brand all this stuff to yourselves. I care about that end goal. That's what I'm after. But
well,
hopefully that
the reason I bring...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, John, the reason I was bringing up the whole thing with branding is because if folks start, which I think, like you're saying, I think is a good idea, they can start putting their own pricing, especially on the free software. If it does not have a tier 5 name attached to that, then people will be less likely to find another source for the exact same software at a different price. So it avoids the price competition. So everyone would pretty much be able to put it under their own brand and have whatever pricing they want. Especially for the free ones, right? Because that's no pricing is defined on those. It's really arbitrary.
I agree. I mean, this pricing doesn't mean any. You want to know why this pricing is this pricing? Because I just looked at the competitors and I just saw what they were offering, and I just gave a lower price there. The whole reason I even did this and put a price there is to actually make the free software that you guys give away have a perceived value, right? Like if you go to if you're giving away a free software that doesn't cost any money, there's no real value there. But if I go in and now put a price tag on it and say, okay, now it costs this much. Now if you give it away for free, it has a value, and the value is defined at whatever I just arbitrarily defined it at here, because that's, if you want to purchase it from us, that's what it costs.
Folks can play with this even further, John. You can just, the folks can take it further they like. They have their website, they set it up with similar pricing to yours or whatever dollars they want to use on there. And then they offer their prospects a coupon code that could be, again, arbitrary, which will allow them to get the first month free. So the client might perceive value in that simply because I can see the pricing and you're giving me, you know, a way to get a month off. And since they're going to control their own Stripe account anyway, they can really set it up any way they like.
That's right. You guys can, like I said, you guys can give them for free. Now you brought up a really, really smart point, and it's something that I was going to talk about in our affiliate challenge, but you've already brought it up, and that's a great thing. And that's why I love you, Dennis, because you're so smart and you realize things like, oh, well, if I can give this away for free, I can sell it and make money. To be like, yes, you can. Let's do it. What would you say,
absolutely.
Did you die, darling?
Like
not sure if they got dropped.
John, you are not that lucky, John. I just want to know if you want to tell us how you really feel.
What is it?
So I just wanted to know if you wanted to tell us how you really feel.
Yeah. I get frustrated with a lot of my clients because they don't adhere to the professional standards that we like to adhere to. You know, sometimes our clients make us actually break protocol, and what ends up happening is it's a disservice for everybody in my company because they actually get used to cutting corners because that client wants to to cut corners, and that client wants to save money and save time. So now they actually get used to getting something that's subpar quality, and then it translates into my own products as well. So it's a lose-lose situation. I mean, I can't get my clients to even understand that it's going to come back to them to haunt them later. Like, you think that you're saving money and you're not. You're losing money because you don't want to spend $10,000 right now to make a plan, to plan out the next 6 months worth of development. Well, I can guarantee you what's going to happen. That 6 months worth of development is now going to turn into 11 months worth of development because it's unplanned, and you just had to pay an extra 5 months. Why? Because you're an idiot. You didn't want to spend $10,000 up front. And I can't tell that to my clients, obviously, because very few people can you tell them they're an idiot and they still want to give you money. Very few people.
I know, I'm good like that. You can tell me that if you want to, and I'm cool with it. No, I'm just razzing you.
Yeah, never give your credit card number through Facebook, darling.
She gave expired.
None of that. Not through
Ankita, you
Facebook.
have to tell everything. Ankita, no.
So what else? You guys have any other questions? Any other things that you guys want to talk about while we're here?
You know, I put it in the chat, but I wanted to, my internet's been real sporadic, so I haven't got it posted in the Tier 5 group yet, but I had an amazing call with Dennis last week, and he helped me a lot figure out where that I needed to be and what I was doing. So I'm working on things that he opened my eyes to that I hadn't seen, so that I'm not ahead of myself and behind myself at the same time. So I really want to thank him for all that time and advice that he gave me. It was extremely valuable to me, and I really appreciate all the time that everybody puts in sharing with each other in this.
Well, he's a smart guy. Real
You're very welcome.
Yeah, Dennis, I'd like to make an appointment with you, please.
Yeah, actually, I will post in the group now the link. You can just, it's a calendar link. You can just go there and schedule a slot. I'm happy to help. No problems at all.
Thank you.
All right, I'll do that now. Sure.
So what else? You guys have any other questions? Anything else you want to talk about while we're here?
Yeah, John, I want to schedule a for us to do a webinar together on RoboContact. I just need to get better lighting, which I will have. I have someone who used to do videos for weddings and stuff, and he offered to give me his lights. So,
I don't think that lighting is going to really matter. I mean, you can get better lighting, but trust me, I don't think that lighting is really going to matter. I don't think.
Well, yeah, because I want to put it out in my Facebook profiles, and I want to put it on my YouTube video. So, yeah, lighting will matter. I want to try to help us fill up Tier 5 as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm happy. I'm happy to help. I would prefer you to do most of the driving, which means I would prefer you to take the lead of everything, because I already know how to take the lead of stuff. So I just prefer you to do it. But if you can't, I will do it. But I would just prefer you to do it. But yeah, I'm happy to help.
Right. Well, that's why I wanted to make sure I knew the program, so I knew what I was talking about, and because I totally get it. I don't like to fumble when I'm doing videos. I like to feel confident, in other words, and at this point I am. So I'll get in touch with you later today to make sure I'll have the lights by tonight, and maybe tomorrow.
Maybe get in touch with me on Monday, because like I said, I'm literally about to go out and take these dudes camping over the weekend. Or what are we doing actually? We're going to a historical place where the king of West Bengal used to live before he got murdered. That's what I was told.
No.
They said that's where the king used to live.
Oh, really?
That's what Bob Star said.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. See? She don't even know. She from here don't even know. We don't even know where we're going. We just know we're taking our employees somewhere to go do some employee bonding, some company bonding.
That's fun. I hope you guys have a great time.
Yeah, it's always fun whenever we take trips together. So and it's really important for
It's important.
it's really important, obviously, from a company perspective, to have employees feel like they're family members and feel like they're valued and loved, because you get a lot more production than what you pay for.
Oh, speaking of that, do you plan on ever having any kind of get together with us Tier 5 folks? Like a once a year
The
webinar, seminar thingy?
the ones that make money, yes. The ones that don't make money, no. The ones that I'm not gonna pay to meet up with somebody that ain't making any money for themselves and for us. But the ones that are actually out there doing something, then yeah, I definitely would love to have events where we meet up and we hang out and we spend time together, for sure. But I'm not gonna host some event for 750 community members if only 3 of them are actually making money and the rest of them are just paying $97 a month. I'm not flying them all out to India just because they're $97 a month for a year and they
No, it's something eventual.
But yes, I definitely, and actually, me and Wasili, whenever I met with Wasili, that's a part of, I wouldn't say it's the main thing that we talked about, but we spent a good amount of time talking about us setting up like the first Tier 5 summit for successful affiliates and stuff in Greece and in Athens, where he's from, because he's got some connections over there. It's one of the places I've always wanted to visit. So me and him spent a good amount of time talking about setting up like a get together for the top performing affiliates and stuff. Obviously, any community member could come to that get together. The difference is going to be who pays for the plane ticket. That's going to be the difference. If you're an affiliate and you have 50, 60 people that you've recruited in, fuck yeah, I'll buy your plane ticket because it doesn't actually cost me that much. So, but yeah, totally plan on doing something like that. The ideal plan would be to do it at our company picnic. So we have like a company retreat every year for our anniversary, and it's an awesome thing. We spend time together. We have something called a circle of trust, where sometimes people break down and cry, sometimes they get mad and yell at each other. It's just like a circle where you can just, it's a trust circle. You can say whatever you want. If you want to say the CEO is a fucking asshole, then I'm not going to fire you at that particular time. So it's a circle of trust. You're protected.
Ankita, that's for you. You can say whatever you want.
Me and Ankita live in a circle of trust. We're all in a circle of trust.
That's cool.
So what else, guys? Anything else you want to go over or talk about while we're here?
I guess now. Awkward silence again.
Guys, I just reposted in our group a link. So anyone who wants to set up a time, just to chat, just definitely go there. No problem.
Thank you.
Sure.
Anybody else? Ben, Bobby, John, David, James, Simon? Munar, what's up, buddy? Munar's going to come visit me in India soon.
When is he coming?
He said he sent a message the other day, said he got his plane tickets and everything finalized already.
When?
He sent the dates. I just didn't pay attention to him. Munar, when you coming, buddy? He said
one thing I wanted to ask you.
To Friday the 12th. What's up, Bobby?
One thing I wanted to ask you. We put those funnels in, the quick funnels, downloaded your funnels and changed a couple of things. Now that you made new funnels, they won't automatically update, will they?
No. No, because the funnels that I made were completely different. But it is on my list of things to do, to go in and actually create like a shared doc. And then I'm just going to list all my share funnels that you guys can have. I'll list the actual funnel that you can look at, and then I'll give you the share funnel link as well to those. And since you're right here on the phone, I'll just find those and give them. I'll send you a message with those ones that I just made. I'll send you something with those, Bobby. And then Monday, if you want, we can schedule some time on Monday to go through your bot and check out your bot. And then I can work with your guy to figure out where you guys are screwing up with your funnel, because something funky is going on with it.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'm just going to post these in the group chat in case any of you guys want these as well.
How do we get them out of there?
You just click that link. And the one thing that I would suggest that you guys may want to do is if you use my share funnels, you may want to remove my pixel code because my pixel code is automatically included in the funnel. You may want to remove my Facebook pixel.
Yeah, put ours in.
At least remove mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should put yours. There's both of those, the new ones that I made. I'll be making ones. I'll be making one for Invoicing You and one for Magic Zap next week. And then I'll let you have those at the next meeting next week if I haven't done it. I will.
So where do we have to go to download those into ClickFunnels?
You just click that link that I gave you. I just put it in the Zoom chat. If you look in the Zoom chat, I just put it inside the Zoom chat. I put those links inside the Zoom chat. If you want, I can just message you on Facebook while you're in.
Orange button. Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna send them to you on Facebook too, so that you can find them easily. I just sent them to you on Facebook, so you should have them easily because I just sent them to your Facebook Messenger, Bobby.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he was telling me that you finally got an admin working on the chat fuel.
Yeah. I finally did get it to. I don't know what was going on. I actually had to log in from an incognito window, so I finally did get it to go in. I just haven't had actual time. I haven't had time to go in and check anything. I haven't had time to go in and check anything out yet. But essentially, what I was going to do is essentially what I'm going to do for you for the most part is I'm going to come into this tier 5 bot, and then I'm going to copy over most of these different bots that are just about the software. So
Yeah.
like most of these, not all these, but some of these. Like you won't need the different price points, and you won't need you won't need all the stuff that I have. Like you won't need all these different routers and stuff because you don't have a whole bunch of people in your bot, all of which you are selling products at different prices that need to be served up to people. So I'll get you taken care of starting this coming week. I'll get you taken care of when I get back on Monday. I'll go in and audit your bot. We can set up a time to chat and figure out what your end game is there, what you're really wanting to do, and then I'll do it personally, like I said. Since you were the first one to upgrade to that highest membership plan, I'm going to do all that personally for you. So,
and I appreciate it.
That would be like $1 million bot.
Oh, I can't wait.
And I'll help you guys with your ClickFunnels. I think you guys are just screwing something up over there. Really, what you want to do with your ClickFunnels is really like, let's say you clone my funnel. All right. Let's say you clone this funnel right here. All right. This is the one that I just gave you. Really, what you want to do is you can just take this and edit this, and then what you want to do is you want to go to this classic. You want to edit this in this classic editor right here. Just click that edit in classic editor. And then you just want to come right over here.
John, we can't see your screen, by the way.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
Oh, no.
Everybody else can see you, right?
I see you.
You see reviews. Yeah. You see the sticky review screen in ClickFunnels, right? You see ClickFunnels here?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm doing, right, Bobby? You want to come right over here. Remember what I did. I just opened this up in classic editor. So you have to use the classic editor, and then just go to your settings and go to this redirect override, and then just put in your affiliate link here. Or whatever you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. So if you just want to collect the lead, and then after you collect the lead, dump them off to your affiliate link, then you'll just grab that affiliate link and you'll stick it in here in the redirect override. And then what will happen is they'll put their name and their email address, and when they hit submit, you'll get the contact, and then ClickFunnels will redirect them to your affiliate link.
Okay.
But that only exists in this classic page editor. If you go to this yellow button, you won't find that. Oh, I mean, you might find it, but I don't know how to find it in there. I don't think it exists in there.
The classic one's easier. Did you hear that? Okay.
Well, it's not that it's easier. It's just that there's different stuff inside there.
No, it's easier to find that one particular thing.
That's correct. I don't know how if you go in here, I don't know how you even find it if you go in. Well, I do know how you find it in here. You go in here to the general settings, and then you change this right here. It's right here. But the reason I just don't suggest this is because then what people end up doing is they end up clicking this button right here, and then they get real confused because it saves it as a template, and you don't actually have to click anything there. What you have to do is put your link in here, and then once you put your link in there, you have to click this save button instead of that other save button. So, and it just confuses people. So I'm just like, yeah, it's not there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to make my my own funnel with the. I'm going to do a video and just do a personal sales pitch, I guess, what you call it, telling them about the whole tier 5 group and the income you can make from it and all that. I'm going to do a personal one, record myself. That's the one I'm going to do in Builderall.
I won't be able to help so much with Builderall because I don't know anything about it.
No, I'm just building that on my own because I just want to be able to do it. You know? That's why we're doing both, because ClickFunnels I can actually get things up and running, and I'm not putting it off. I'm getting it going.
Sure.
And then the Builderall kind of something I want to do on my own, and it might be up in a week, and it might be up in next weekend. You know.
Well, the big distinguishing factor I would use between the two of them is that, like, for me, if I was going to use Builderall, I would use it to actually make full-blown websites. As if I was going to just build little funnels, I would do all that, and I would do all that in ClickFunnels. What I would use Builderall myself for is to build full-blown websites. If it was me.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for me, I have all three: ConvertTree, ClickFunnels, and Builderall. I would use ClickFunnels in this case only because of speed to market. In other words, I might be able to build something fancier and cooler and all kinds of stuff in Builderall at a lower cost, perhaps, in terms of the monthly cost. But as far as sales cost, it's costing me more for me to wait to ramp up in Builderall, which I eventually will, than it is to hit the ground running with something that's just quick to develop, quick to produce, that integrates with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get both benefits.
Yeah. So, but I would first go do the thing that's going to make me money now. So while the money's coming in, I can now start going tinkering with the other stuff. But at least money's already started to flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do what Dennis suggested, then you can essentially just clone my funnels and ClickFunnels, hook up your Stripe account, and make money immediately by reselling sticky reviews or reselling Magic Zap or reselling any of the free softwares. You can just resell them for a smaller fee or a one-time fee, and that could really help you bootstrap your ad spend for other stuff.
Yeah, it's a real good idea. I think maybe I might go back there and just put these free things for a limited date, put a timer on them, and then at that date the prices show up.
Hey, can I have some tea?
Well, nothing says you couldn't do 2 or 3 approaches in parallel. They're all going to have their own URL. You run 3 campaigns or 4 campaigns in parallel, let them play off against each other, and see which one performs best. You're not stuck with one path, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go with just one. You don't know what's going to work right now. So try a bunch of things. It doesn't cost anything. You're going to reuse 90% of your content anyway. You're just going to change the colors or the heading or the button or the link or the video or something. But you'll be able to hit the ground running, get 4 or 5 things out there, post into different groups, just track your progress, and essentially split test. And then you have something that you know will work, as opposed to running a full cycle test on just one thing, and then the full cycle test 30 days later. It'll take you a while to cycle through 10 different tests, as opposed to doing them in parallel.
And yes, these videos are recorded, so these sessions are recorded, but you guys won't necessarily have access to them unless you're on the JV team, because these are technically JV team meetings. And like I said earlier, sometimes what I do is I let everybody come to these team meetings just so that they can understand what we do on these meetings, and they can see the value of actually having this inner circle team and the the different strategies and the different, the help that you get in these meetings that makes you decide that, hey, you want to go from a $97 membership to the $197 because you get access to this inner circle, to these meetings. There's other stuff that you get as well, additional software accounts, a Zapier account, all that good stuff, your T1 revenue shares. So they are all recorded, and if you sign up for the JV team membership, then inside the chatbot you'll be able to access all these recordings. I think there's like 9 of them now, 10 of them that are recorded since we've been doing these. I haven't recorded every. I think there's 2 of them I forgot to record. Hey, what's up with my team? So what else? Anything else, guys, girls?
Yeah, I have a quick question, John. So I was setting up Magic's app before. I've not ever really worked with Facebook pixels, and this might answer this question for other people here also. I'm not using Facebook ads yet. I have in the past, but I'm not using it now. Can I still use a Facebook pixel, or because I know Magic's app asks for a pixel?
Yeah, you want to use that Facebook pixel way before you start running ads, because you want to actually get some data on that pixel before you start running ads. And I'm going to suggest if you're going to start running ads, then you just start right here. You just come right here and you start from right here. You want to go in and set up your business manager account instead of having. Oh yeah,
I do have it. Yeah.
So if you got a business manager account, then yes, you'll be able to go in here to your business manager account, and you'll be able to go in and actually. I don't use this a lot, and the only reason I'm recommending it is because I talked to some dude the other day about building a software for him, and he made me understand how it is important to use this, because if you use Business Manager and your ads account gets shut down, you don't lose all your pixel data because it's not tied to your ads account. It's tied to Business Manager, and you can have 20 different ads accounts here. So if they suspend one and close one, you can still have all that data that you've actually collected through Facebook. Whereas if you use a regular ads account, when they suspend that account, you lose all that data and you can't have access to that data anymore.
Wow, that's important to know. Cool.
Well, one more thing though, just as far as even using the pixel overall, quite aside from the Business Manager, if you're going to drive traffic to certain pages dealing with certain topics, whatever your ultimate objective is, all the people who visit that page have expressed interest in that topic or in you. And even if you're not advertising yet, all that information is being collected. And at some point when you're ready to advertise, not only will you have those people now ready to target, but Facebook can do something that's called a lookalike audience.
Right.
So you might say, here's my 100 people that I've already pixeled. Go find me more people who are very similar to them in characteristics. And then Facebook will expand that group of 100 to whatever larger size that it can to find you people with similar attributes. But it can't do that if you don't feed it raw data to begin with.
Yes.
So even if you're not advertising yet, you should start getting that pixel out there so it starts building history. And then from that history, Facebook can extrapolate and give you a larger audience of similar people.
Excellent. Good. Thank you. I'm glad I asked. Okay.
To answer your question, Munar, you just come in here to this Tier 5 chatbot right here, and you can just type in team info. And whenever you type in team info, you'll see this thing right here, previous meetings. You can just click on that previous meetings, and then you're going to end up getting, it's going to end up dumping you out all these previous meetings. So here you're going to find all these meetings. They're just about to dump in right now. Here's all those meetings right here. You just wait. Here's all the meetings, all the recordings right there. Probably a couple of them I haven't uploaded in there, and I'll go in and actually do that. So you can find them right in there. And yes, you can add a pixel to any link that you share. You just come in here to your settings, come over here to your pixels, add a new pixel, add a Facebook pixel, all right, and then just put in your pixel ID. If you know about Facebook and you know about custom conversions, then you can actually go in here and you can add a custom event, and you can make a custom conversion, and then you can do something like this.
It won't let me cut and paste.
And you writing this code from your head?
Yep. Well, you can write that code. You just come in here. If you don't understand the code, then all you have to do is come in here to Facebook, and then come in here to your ads manager. If Facebook will open up for me, which it sucks. So Facebook's just been being so buggy lately. If you come in here to your ads manager.
And what does that code do? What is that for?
A custom conversion. So they're custom conversions. So like if you look over here, if I go to my pixels, like this is the awesome thing about Facebook, all right? If you come over here and if I look at my pixels, then I can see all my events received, and I can see, hopefully if Facebook ever loads this up, Ankita! All right, I can see that I've got 8.5 thousand page views. I've got 912 leads, and then I've got it looks like there's an error here, but it looks like I've got some purchases as well, where it's actually tracking purchases, and there's 22 purchases tracked. All right, so essentially these leads are anybody that grabs the free software, anybody that opts in to grab any of my free software. Once they opt in, they become a lead. Now I can retarget those specific people because I know they've already downloaded they've already got my software for free. So now I can run ads and target those specific people and say, hey, you're using one of my free softwares. How do you like it? Check out my paid software. All right. But if you come over here to set up your pixel, all right. If you come over here to set up your pixel, first off, there's a pixel code inside here. All right, it's this code right here. All right, so this is what you'll use in Link Wizard, wherever he's at. You'll come in here and you're gonna manage a pixel. You're gonna add a pixel. You add your Facebook pixel. You can put your Facebook pixel, doesn't go in there. He goes in there, and then you can just give it a nice name or whatever. All right. So that's your main, this will load your main script up, all right? This loads your main, all you have to do is give the pixel ID, this will load your main script up, all right? Now Facebook, like I'm tracking these leads. How am I tracking these leads? Well, if you come here and after you get past this first step right here, then you'll see here's all these events that you can track, all right? Here's a purchase event right here. And you can see this purchase event, they just give you this little snippet of code right here, all right? So if you want to track a purchase, all right, let's say you want to track a purchase that's a $47 purchase, all right? Here's a $47 purchase. You can just copy this code, you can come back over to Link Wizard, you can add a new pixel, and you can make this a custom pixel, put that in there, put them in the footer, and put this, you know, call this $47 purchase. All right. So now whenever you go and create a short link, you can go into that short link and you can add a pixel. You can add that pixel, and then you can add your $47 purchase pixel. Now that may not be useful to you because you're not going to track. You're not tracking purchases at that eventual link click. But what you can do with it, like I said, what I use it for is to track people who download my files. That's why I have it in there, because now you can go in, and if you create one of these file links right here, this file link, you just upload a file. That's how you guys get that revenue share document. You just upload your file, and whenever somebody clicks that link, your file is going to download. Well, you can first go in and put the pixel in there, and you can create a custom event called file download, whatever your lead magnet was. You know, you've got 7 different lead magnets that are PDFs. One's on affiliate marketing secrets, one's on, you know, chatbot secrets, one's on, I don't know, you know, how to get girl secrets, something like that. So you can create custom events for each type of file download, and then you can just essentially go in and say, okay, hey, this is my revenue shares file download, and then whenever somebody clicks that link, they're going to be tagged as a page view, but then you'll also tag them as a custom conversion that they downloaded your file. And then whenever you go in and create an audience in Facebook, you can choose in that audience. Like if I come in here to an audience and I want to actually choose to create a new audience, so this is kind of what Dennis was talking about. First, I'm going to create a custom audience. I'll come over here and I'll say, hey, I want to create a custom audience from this website traffic. And then I'm going to say, hey, none of this. I actually want to get these people. I want to create a custom audience just from people who have purchased from me. So I'm going to take that right there. And I'm going to say, hey, anybody who's purchased from me in the last 180 days. Or if I want to grab those leads, here's anybody that has signed up to one of my free softwares. Now I can create this custom audience. Once I create this custom audience, I can go in and then do what Dennis said, and I can create a lookalike audience. Or what Facebook will do is Facebook will say, okay, hey, John, you've got these 914 people that you've tagged as a lead. All right. If I look at all these guys and I aggregate out their data and I look at their data, I can see on the aggregate they all fall between 27 and 29 years old, and they're males, and they all like NFL football. All right. So now I can go tell Facebook, all right, I want you to create me a custom audience based on my audience that I just created. All right. The audience that I just created was those leads. For me, it's these free software users. This free software user audience was created just by me going in and creating a custom audience and telling Facebook, I want to create a custom audience from those leads. Once I create that audience from those leads, I can come create this lookalike audience, and Facebook will say, well, these aren't your actual leads, but these are the people, these are the 1% of the population that look most like them. They are the closest people. They have very similar interests. They have very similar activities. They have very similar demographics. So we're just going to assume that they're going to be the most likely people to convert.
One thing to add to this, John is describing here, you know, if you have, let's assume, an order form page or a download file of some kind. I was speaking earlier of speed to market, right? Obviously, what John's describing is more efficient than what I'm about to describe now, but it also means you have to, if you don't already have, you have to prepare the content, the landing page, the follow-up sequence, all that kind of good stuff, right? At a much more preliminary level, what you could already start doing is apply exactly what John's describing, but simply use it to point people to relevant articles or other sites. So, for example, if you found an article about a certain topic you're involved with, and you post that article to a group where you're simply sharing an article, that's going to be of interest to them, right? But it's a hand-picked article. So now you're basically sharing good content that they want. It's not a link with an affiliate offer. There's no promotion of any kind. It's simply found this great article. It talks about A, B, C. It gives you 1 or 2, 3 kind of things. Here, go check out the full article yourself. Wherever it might be hosted. You use Link Wizard for that, but you embed your pixel.
Wow.
Does that make sense? So now all of a sudden, just the simple act of sharing another person's website for them to go and check out some of the full detailed article can build your custom audiences based on that specific niche interest point.
This is great.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. Very exciting.
I got a tip for you guys.
Let's have it.
I'm getting 1 cent video views on Facebook. All right. So if you go for video views, and then you let Facebook out, it starts out at like maybe 3 cents a video view, goes down to a penny, right? And then you can create a custom audience based on those engagement audience, based on those video views, and then you can go back later and you can say, I want to show this secondary ad or whatever to people that have watched, say, at least 50% of the video. Okay, so you can set up a retargeting thing and get your, instead of paying $1 to $7 a click like everybody else is paying, you're paying like pennies a click at that point. So it's just an easy way to build an audience very quickly, very cheap. Like I'm saying, I'm getting engaged 1 cent a piece video views. I mean, where can you get that kind of engagement on Facebook?
And he's not lying.
So you're doing a 2-step process? Is that what it is? It's a 2-step process. You first show them.
Yeah. You create an engaged little video. You set your targeting, and you go for video views and engagement audience. And after you set it up, you set a custom audience based on those video views. Okay, and I just set mine for 3 seconds. You can set it for, or 2 seconds. You can set it for 10 seconds, and then you can go back later and you can actually target those people that have watched like 3 seconds, 10 seconds, or like 50%, let's say, of the video. And you know they're engaged into that product or whatever you're talking about. So now you can go back and target those people again without wasting your money initially on finding the right people.
And it's your cheapest. That's your cheapest ad too. There's always video is always going to be your cheapest ad. Is always the cheapest ad. Then you just go in. What are you talking about? You just come in here, and then you're going to come in here to this engagement. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to come and create a custom audience, and you're just going to do it from this engagement, and you're going to do it from this video right here. And then there you pick. You know, do you want people who watch 3 seconds, 10 seconds? Do you want people who watch 25%, 50% of your video? Obviously, if you target these dudes right here. Like, so what, keep in mind, I'm not a marketer, I'm not an ads dude, but I watch a lot of this shit. Like I'll watch a lot of these videos, and what Hector and them do is they'll run the same thing. They'll run video campaigns, and they'll set up like a distributed retargeting thing where they're first going to go after people who have watched 10% of your video or 10 seconds of your video, target them with another video. And then once you target them with the other video, your next thing is going to be, okay, target people who have watched 25% with the next video in your series. All right. Until they've watched 10 seconds of your video, don't let them watch the second video. Once they've watched 25% of your first video, then target them for your next video. Then once they've watched 50% of your video, target them for the next one. By the time they get to 50% or 75%, you can go back in and blast them with an ad because they know who the hell you are because they've been watching your stuff and they're ready to buy something from you. And these
that's exactly what Frank Kern's doing right now.
See, mine are, this is the ad that I'm running right now. I'm running this ad right here. I'm running this guy right here for this sticky reviews that we just, for that social proof for those sticky reviews that we just launched. And look at my cost per click. It's fucking horrible. It's $5.48 per click. It's a very high cost. And if I were to do what Ron was saying, which I don't, because I'm just a shitty marketer, I'm just a shitty ads person, I don't like to go in and set all this infrastructure up because it's work, then this would be way down because who would I be targeting? You know what I would do first if I wanted to be a good marketer? I'd first make a video about sticky reviews. That's it. I would make a video just showing how this thing helps you. That'd be my first video. How social proof helps you convert. I'll make a video how social proof helps you convert. Done. I'm gonna launch that. I'm gonna target people. They're gonna watch it. Then I'm gonna create a retargeting ad that's gonna target people who watched 10 seconds or 25% of that first video, and then I'm gonna target them with the second video. And that second video is now going to relate the concept of social proof and how it helps you to my actual software product. All right, I'm going to show them how to use my software product and how it will actually do what I just showed them in the first video that they watched when I targeted them. Now in the second video, I'm going to relate that with my actual software product, and then I'm going to create a retargeting ad based on that. And people who've watched 50% of me demoing my software product, guess what? I'm just going to bombard them with ads to buy my thing, with actual ads like the one with an ad just like this one. All right, now if I were to do that, this ad, I would probably be like Ron said, I would probably be paying less than $1 a click because the only people that are seeing this ad, they've already watched a video about social proof and how it helps conversions, and they've already watched 50% of my video showing how my software will actually help them with those conversions. So now they're already indoctrinated to this process. Now whenever I show them this ad, I'm not showing it to a lot of people. I'm only showing it to people who know me, know about social proof and how it helps, and know about how my software bridges the gap and could actually buy. And they'll be much cheaper than $5.48 a click, which is pretty high.
And how long should a video ad?
Cool.
How many seconds or 1 minute? Does anyone know?
1 minute or less on Facebook.
Okay, thank you.
2 minutes or less on YouTube. But if they're engaged, you can go a lot longer. If you get farther down the funnel, like John's talking about, you can go on and on because they're already interested in it.
If you're retargeting people that have watched 75% of your video, you make a 10-minute video. It don't really matter how long you make it now because who's the only people that are going to see that video are people who are already consuming your content. If some dude is watching me and they've consumed 75% of my content, then that dude likes me. I mean, why the fuck else is he watching? I mean, why is he just sitting there watching 75% of my shit? He must like something about me or something about what I'm saying. So I can retarget him with an even longer thing. And guess what? He most likely going to watch that too.
Yeah, and another thing, if you make the video less than 15 seconds, you get a lot more reach. It'll go on to Instagram. It'll go on to, those video feeds on Facebook, as you scroll down. It'll get a lot more reach if the video's 15 seconds or less. Otherwise, it doesn't get into those areas.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Anything else you guys want to go over while we're here?
Hey, John, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a quick question about the free softwares that you're giving away. Is there a way to have them cookied to our affiliate link when they sign up for free software? So if they sign up for the sticky reviews or something, and then they see a video in the training or go through the messenger and then sign up to tier 5, is there a way that they can be cookied when they sign up for the actual free software to our link?
Well, when they sign up for the free software, they're signing up through your page, so not through my page. They're not. You better not be sending people to. If I'm just going to tell you straight up, because that's how I am. If you're going to send people to one of my funnels, to opt into my funnels, you're stupid as fuck, because I'm not going to, because that's my lead now. What you need to do.
Yeah, no. Obviously, we are capturing the leads and everything as well on top of that. But if per chance they go through like the messenger, because you've got like a messenger bot on the right hand side of all the softwares and stuff like that, if they were to sign up through that way, is there a way that they could be cookies when they actually sign up for the software?
That I'm not sure if that makes sense, because what you're saying is that you're implying that they're going to go through and you're going to give them a free Link Wizard account, and they're going to come back to Link Wizard and they're going to interact with my chatbot and now buy it after they've got it from you for free?
No, for the actual tier 5 software. Obviously, these are like free softwares which we're giving out with the hopes that they're going to sign up to the paid software later.
Yeah, but none of those chatbots, none of those softwares have a tier 5 chatbot on them. Those softwares all have their own dedicated chatbot. None of them have a tier 5 chatbot. There ain't no software out there that has a tier 5 chatbot attached to it.
Okay, so they shouldn't find their way to the paid stuff unless we're sending them emails ourselves.
That is correct. They should not find they should not find how to get to our community or anything like that, because there's just no way for them to do that. Any of these chatbots, like if you check these chatbots out, there ain't nothing in here about tier 5 in this chatbot. These chatbots are strictly for this one. I thought I created it, but I guess I didn't even create it. These chatbots are strictly for customer support. That's all they're for. They're just strictly for us to manage customer support and bug reports.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if there was some upsell in there for the tier 5 community at all. No problem.
But once you put them into the tier 5 chatbot, they're cookied for life in the tier 5 chatbot, and anytime no matter what they buy from the chatbot, it's getting served up your affiliate link, as long as you're the one that put them in the chatbot.
Yep. Awesome.
I'm not sure if I understand your question, Ben. Whenever you say Link Wizard is in the JV program, Link Wizard is a software that tier 5 community members have as a funnel bait that they can use to give away for free, or as Dennis suggested, they can even sell to make instant money. So it is included in your tier 5 membership. You get access to Link Wizard, but even if you're not a tier 5 community member, you can get access to Link Wizard, because you can go to my funnel and get it for free, or you can go to Dennis's funnel to get it for free, or I'm sure James and them, they all have a funnel that they can get for free. If you want to be able to give that software out for free to people, then yes, you have to join our community. And then once you join our community, you can integrate with our APIs. You can use our shared funnels. You can integrate with our APIs, and then you can give it away for free to grow your list, or you can do what Dennis suggested, and you can just sell it for a price so that you can actually monetize it and get some ad money, or buy flowers for your wife if she likes flowers.
Oh, John, real quick. I only have 2 things left to do. Finish my funnel. The autoresponder, hooking it up, and also how do we generate the when we give away a free program? How do we generate the link? Or
how do you generate? I'm not following you. How do you
yeah. So if we're giving away Link Wizard, for example, do I need to set it up in my chat bot, like a special
I
command
don't,
for?
I don't care how you set it up, but yes, you do have to integrate with our APIs. And if you do have to integrate with our APIs, and that's all. You can just look in Zapier. If you're in the Zapier Teams account, you can just go into the Zapier Teams account, and then you can just look down here in the Tier 5 group shared funnels. Shelly was nice enough to actually create them if you want to do them on Builderall, how she does them in Builderall. If you want to use, like this is Magic Zap, all right? So this is the API connection for Magic Zap. You need to update this step right here. If you're not using ClickFunnels, you obviously need to update this. If you're going to use a chatbot, this should be a webhook, and then you just need to come in here and you just need to make an edit to this right here. This is your API call. You just need to make an edit and make sure that you're pulling in the email address from your step 1 in Zapier. And then you just obviously need to come in and actually update the email and send the email out from your email account with your branding and your name and all that good stuff. And this will give you Magic Zap. And then if you want the other ones, then you just come in here. They're all in the same spot. Here's the one for sticky reviews. Here's the one for invoicing you. And here's the one for Link Wizard. So if you want to set up Link Wizard, then you just grab this. You're going to make a copy of it. So don't use this one. What you would do is you would just come in here and you're going to make a copy of this guy. And then once you make a copy of this guy, you're going to move this guy into your own personal folder. So it's out of the shared folder. And then you'll just go in and edit it. So you'll just go in and make an edit. And you'll, like I said, you'll just go in and edit. All of them you're going to edit exactly the same. You're going to change this first step with your step. If you're Ron and you're using Kartra, then I'm sure they have a Zapier integration. You're just going to go in and replace this step right here with, let's see. I don't think, if I'm probably not spelling that right. They don't look like either of those guys. It doesn't look like Kartra or Convertree have a Zapier integration.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, Convertree definitely doesn't have one.
Kartra is connected with Zapier. I know that for a fact.
How do you spell it?
Kartra.
They don't show me anything.
I haven't connected it, but I've seen it in the back office.
Okay, well, they probably have an invite link like we have. They probably don't have.
They might have a private one. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what we do. We have private apps. We don't have public apps. So if you're using them, like for me, if you want to set it up in the chatbot, then you just go edit this and you turn this into a webhook. And your chatbot, you just send the data to the webhook. And then, anyways, this is up to you. You got to change this on however you're getting data in. This is our API call right here, so you need to edit this. And all you need to do whenever you edit these is just make sure that you're grabbing an email from your step 1. All right, and then you just need to come in here and update your email, authenticate from your own email, and send them an email. The whole ideal is that you guys are growing your brand and not mine. That's the whole ideal. So you want to send an email from your email address with your name so that these guys understand that you're the person that's actually providing them this value.
Okay, so since I can't use Connect Convertree yet to Zapier, I'll have to use the chat bot, but I haven't built my own yet. I'm using Facebook for my group.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because I thought Shelly had worked something out with Builderall where her email address that she has connected with her Builderall account is an address hooked up to Zapier, right? So all the copies that you're going to get saying, hey, you just got a new sign up, here's the information, that would go to an email that Zapier is listening to, and from there be able to parse out the data that you need to add a new record into your Google Sheets, and from there you can do whatever you want to do.
That's correct. This is Shelly. This is Shelly's, all right? Shelly was nice enough to put these in here for us. These are Shelly's. This is for invoicing you. What she does is whenever a form submitted, what I guess Builderall does is allow you to email that form submission out to a particular email address. So instead of emailing it to her personal email address, she emails it to this Zapier email address. So whenever a new form submitted, it gets sent off to this Zapier email address right here that she can parse out. All right, she will parse out this. And then she'll go in here and she'll be able to actually grab the email from this step. Whenever you set up this email and you set up this email parser, it's going to allow you to look at the contents of an email and say, hey, what data do you want to grab from there? So she just went in, and whenever somebody submits the form in Builderall, Builderall, instead of mailing it to her personal email address, it mails it to this Zapier email address, and then she just parses the data out from Zapier, passes that to step 2, and then sends out the email herself.
Well, the other thing you could also do, as opposed to changing your email address inside Builderall, is just have that account forward the email to a Zapier email. I mean, there's many ways to do it, but it's a smart approach where you're actually bypassing a limitation of a product like Builderall and parsing data anyway by leveraging the Zapier email address.
Lots of ways to skin a cat. Definitely lots of different ways to skin a cat. So I can't support a lot of the Builderall stuff because I don't know anything about it. But Shelly does do training for him. So if you have any questions on Builderall, I mean, Shelly.
No, I don't use Builderall. So that's not going to
John,
help.
just as that Zapier shared list grows, can the word Builderall be added in front of or somewhere in the Zapier name so people know it's Builderall specific?
Yeah.
And they can use it as a starting point, but at least this way they won't get confused.
Yeah, totally. So totally could be in there.
Yeah, BA or something, so they know it's Builderall. Yeah.
Yeah, can totally be done. I guess I didn't update it for some reason. Oh crap, I updated the wrong one. There we go. See, there it is. All these Shellys. She did all the Builderall ones.
So John, some of those apps that have copy, does that mean it's a redundant copy at that point? Someone made a copy but forgot to move it to their folder?
That is
because
correct.
the problem with that is if they made a change inside one of those for them specifically, then people are using an altered model as their base, and they may not realize there's an error inside there.
That's correct. That's why I try to make it a point to let you guys know that the first thing you're supposed to do is copy this and then move it out of here back to your.
Yeah.
This is just a holding spot for. This is just a holding spot. All the templates in here for us.
Yeah. So anything that says copy really should be not there, right? Because those are just personal copies that someone made but didn't move them out. Is that right?
For the most part, yes. So I'm just gonna delete this one because you don't belong in there. For kind of, sorta, yeah. These ones that say copy here first, they're copies because I made first myself for me, and then I just copied it so you guys could have them.
Because when I went in here the other day, I wasn't sure which one was the authentic one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll just fix that for you real quick, so everybody knows this is Link Wizard. Good night. There you go.
All right, cool. So next time, anything that you author will essentially not have the word copy. Anything that we see copy, we should just ignore that someone just left behind their litter a little bit. All right.
That's correct, and I'm just going to leave it up to. I'm just going to leave it up to the grace of the non-existent gods that no one goes in and actually edits the templates and makes changes to the templates and then screws everything up for everybody.
And they can't be uneditable here, right? In other words, like sources can remain a source and only copies can be edited. That's not an option within.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not in the shared folder. I think the only thing that can be locked are the individual accounts that are connected. You can't.
I see. Okay.
Individual account.
All right.
As long as everybody just plays nicely and they watch the video and they just listen to the point.
Yeah.
Just to copy this and then go do your own thing, everybody should be fine.
Just as a precaution, John, do you have these copied to a copy folder that only you have access to? So this way, in case something happens and by accident someone cleans out all these apps, you at least have a backup set.
Yeah, because all those exact same zaps are all connected to my funnel base. So yeah, they're all in here.
Okay, cool.
I got zaps for everything. So what else? Anything else, guys? No, we good? Well, let's do this again.
Looks like it, John.
I'm gonna be leaving here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes anyways, because I think we got to go home at 4 to get stuff to go wherever we're going. So if you need help, just post something in the community. If not, I will see you guys next week or sometime before then.
Thanks, John. Have a great
Thanks
weekend.
again, John.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you, everyone.
Enjoy your picnic.
Guys.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, everyone.